Ladies and gentlemen, grab your seats and brace yourselves for a whirlwind journey into the wild world of Big Pharma and its epic love affair with cable news. Picture this: the year 2020, a tumultuous time, a roller coaster ride for businesses worldwide, advertising taking a nosedive across sectors. Amidst all this chaos, the pharmaceutical industry rises like a phoenix, spending a staggering $4.5 billion on TV ad expenditure in the United States alone. It's as if they've doubled down on a poker table while everyone else is folding. TV advertising, especially the cable news variety, now slurps up a whopping 75% of Big Pharma's advertising budget. It's no surprise, then, that you can't flip through cable news without having your senses assaulted by a pharmaceutical ad.
Ask your doctor.
Ask your doctor.
My doctor told me.
Ask your doctor.
These ads are so pervasive, they've turned into a hilarious unifying element in a media landscape more polarized than ever before. And here's the punchline. Most of these products being advertised aren't items you can just waltz into a CVS and pick up on a whim. No, these are prescription drugs, items that need a nod of approval from a certified physician before you can get your hands on them. Despite this, these ads infiltrate our living rooms with such regularity that it's become a running sitcom. A sitcom that only the United States and New Zealand, curiously enough, are privy to because everywhere else, pharma ads are illegal. Yes, in almost every other country in the world, direct-to-consumer ads for health products like medications and procedures are illegal. Years ago in the US, drug ads were directed primarily at doctors. But because of heavy lobbying in 1997, the FDA eased restrictions to allow pharmaceutical companies to advertise directly to consumers. What's even more fascinating is that this monumental shift happened despite a chorus of disapproval from none other than the American Medical Association. When Congress invited a pharmaceutical executive to share his thoughts on allowing direct pharma advertising to consumers, his response was as chilling as it was prophetic. He asserted,
"The direct advertising of prescription pharmaceuticals to consumers would not only be a blow to the pharmaceutical industry, but also pose a potentially disruptive threat to our entire medical delivery system."
Fast forward to the present day, and it's no surprise why the United States has the highest cost of prescription drugs anywhere in the world. In addition to all of this, what is often not talked about is Big Pharma's stranglehold on traditional media outlets. While the term media monopolization commonly invokes images of a few colossal corporations amassing extensive power through their dominion over media ownership and control, this phenomenon also extends its tendrils to the pervasive influence wielded by dominant industries, particularly the pharmaceutical industry. Intricately embedded in the fabric of our media landscape, Big Pharma invests a staggering amount of money, amounting to billions of dollars annually, into advertising. The ripple effect of this immense expenditure is a substantial sway over public opinion. A colossal ad spend essentially serves as a catalyst, steering public sentiment in a direction favorable to the pharmaceutical industry. Visualize, if you will, a typical news channel. A significant portion of its revenue flows from the generous coffers of a handful of large pharmaceutical companies. In such a scenario, it's a pragmatic truth that the channel would hesitate to take actions or present narratives that might ruffle feathers or evoke displeasure amongst these substantial benefactors. It's an elementary concept. Why would anyone knowingly jeopardize a substantial source of income? The intersection of media and pharmaceutical industries unveils an intriguing dynamic where influence often outweighs impartial reporting, calling into question the very ethos of objective journalism. Big Pharma's influence over traditional news is so great that just the mere mention of pulling their advertising dollars off a certain channel results in that program going off air. A classic case? Jeanine Pirro's brief off-air stint after pharmaceutical advertisers threatened to pull their ads due to some comments she made about Muslims. Now imagine if she had directly criticized Big Pharma, or said anything partly negative about the pharmaceutical industry. That would be the equivalent of career suicide, and that's a reality that all news channels are aware of. And remember, this isn't a left or right thing. Bernie Sanders famously called out CNN for planning to run pharma ads during the 2016 presidential debates.
And by the way, the healthcare industry will be advertising tonight
on this program.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Warren, it's your turn.
Oh, could I complete that, please?
The politicians may call it Medicare for all, Medicare buy-in, or the public option.
But they mean the same thing. Higher taxes or higher premiums.
Today, we're at a juncture where the survival of these news channels might be entirely dependent on the ad revenue from Big Pharma. As other advertisers gradually shift their focus from traditional TV to digital platforms, Big Pharma's stranglehold on traditional news is only going to grow. And that leaves us with one nagging question. What's the worst that could happen?
The right doctor and have told him or her about your pain. Don't be afraid to take what they give you. Often, it will be an opioid medication. Some patients may be afraid of taking opioids because they're perceived as too strong or addictive. But that is far from actual fact. Less than 1% of patients taking opioids actually become addicted.